The basic premise of the clinical paradigm can explain pseudotransformational leadership, which was mentioned in chapter 8. I had to look up. Pseudo transformational leadership is the sort of the opposite of transformational leadership. It's when the a leader is very transformational, like they influence people, they're very charismatic, and they're able to change people more or less, but in the end they're dominant, they want power, like they're not doing it to make their people better or to necessarily help out, but they're there just to get as much power as possible and be and to they don't have good intentions. It's more destructive than anything. And the four basic premises of the clinical paradigm um, are keys to why a person would perform in a pseudo transformational leadership style. Um, the first is there's a rationale behind every human act. That means everything that you do is rational. Whatever you're doing, like there's a reason behind it. Um, so Hitler, his reason behind it was he wanted to do what was best for his country. So he said, so what he thought was best for his country is to was to kill a bunch of Jews because he felt the Jews were bringing down his country. It's a skewed view or a skewed way of looking at things, or looking at a way to handle a problem, but it is a viewpoint and is a rationale. Um, the mental life, which is feelings, fears, and motives that lie outside of the conscious awareness. These are just feelings that you have, things that you thought about, and rationale that you go through. The way that you think, but it's not necessarily conscious. It's a unconscious thought process that influences the way that you consciously think. So you unconsciously believe that I don't know that birds are dangerous. So consciously, when you see a bird, or you might see a bird in the middle of the street, you'll hit it just because you say you don't like birds, but unconsciously you just believe that a bird might hurt you, or you're scared of birds. Um, and in a pseudo transformational leadership perspective, um, these these underlying unconscious thought processes or feelings or motives, or they all control how you handle the situation, how you handle a problem. So you know if let's say Hitler thinks and believes that he's doing what's best for his country, but like really he's thinking that the best thing to do for his country is to kill all the Jews, or kill a bunch of people, or take over the world, or whatever he thought it is. But like actually his unconscious thought process could be something different. Is that that maybe he just he wants power, or he's scared of somebody else taking over his country, or that he doesn't like Jews. Maybe that was conscious or unconscious, but these thoughts and feelings all connect to the transformational leadership perspective style. The third premise is regulating and expressing emotions. So emotions are I guess how you connect. They are how you connect with other people. They're the emotions that you show to other people are how you relate to people. The emotions that you put out are what other people pick up on. And Hitler being such a charismatic and energetic, and like he was a very emotional speaker, and he definitely got people swept up in it. And I feel like that his emotion and the way that he expressed it definitely um, affected the way that people thought about him, and that's why the country got swept up in it, because what he was saying, they also felt what he felt, because he was able to express his emotions to people, and they accepted it, and they believed it, and they believed that that was the best way to handle their problems, and they went along with it. And the fourth premise is the products of our past, which means that our past experiences affect how we act now to this day. So anything that happens back before when you're younger, like that all affects what happens today. That affects the way you think. That affects the way you act. It affects how you perceive the world, how you see the world, whether you see it good or you see it bad. It all comes from past experiences that have happened in your life. And for a pseudo transformational leader, somebody who is a pseudo transformational leader. Their past experiences aren't good. Well, they're not healthy or productive, and that leaves them wanting, or having feelings to dominate or to take over, or to do the wrong things with the power that they have. So these four premises of the clinical paradigm are all part of or affect the pseudo transformational leadership style.